What's going on, everybody? Wild Cardi's Animal Kingdom, back at you with another video. Today we are going to be messing around with our Carpet Chameleon Marvin. For today, we're going to take everything out of Marvin's tank. We're going to strip it down, make it clean, and then we're going to go ahead and throw some new dirt in the bottom, because right now it's literally just water and nasty crickets and everything. But there he is right there, our boy Marvin. He's a nice looking Carpet Chameleon. He's pretty sick. That's what we got going on our agenda today. So we just got to take out the water, the bottom tray, empty it out because it's full of water, and then fill it up with dirt, make it look nice and pretty, put everything back in, and then we'll get him going on the road. Sneak peek, we got a male Emerald Swift. So I don't know where our female is right now, but this is what their setup is right now. It's a 29-gallon tall. It's perfect for both of them because they're both super pretty small. So they'll do fine in here. And then we got our lesser het ghost female right here. And then down here we got our blue-eyed Lucy male. I don't know how much I've really shown him on the channel. Right here we got leopard gecko, mealworms, beetles, mealworms, another leopard gecko. This one's a baby. The one that's in there right now is a male, and he's actually in there right now with our female. And trying to pair them up too right now. So there's the male, just chilling like a villain in here. Sorry for the mess on my table. Got a dart frog enclosure, pretty sick. Messy table, bro. What am I doing with this messy lifestyle? I gotta clean that. Bro. What am I doing? Yeah, let's turn the light on real quick so we can show you guys what we got going on up here. This is our dumpy tree frogs, also known as Australian whites tree frogs. You guys might, there's the butt of one of them, and the other one's up top at the top of the log. I don't know if you guys can really see them, but these guys don't really do a whole lot. Their tank's mid. I don't really know how I like this tank. I gotta redo it sometime. Let's get started on our Carpet Chameleon cage. So let's do it. Oh shoot, why are they fighting? Oh, it's because she's on his rock. Anyways, there's our female. She's not too happy with the male right now. He's on the rock and she doesn't like it. I can tell you right now, as soon as we start to try and pick him up, he's gonna absolutely hate us. So let's go ahead and piss off this Carpet Chameleon and get him out of his enclosure. Yeah, buddy. He's angry. Oh shoot, buddy, why you drop like that? All right, I'll pick up the camera in a second and I'll get him out, and then onto a little plant over there. We got him out. He's on our hand now. As you can see, he is not too happy with us whatsoever, but look at those colors on him, dude. He is absolutely gorgeous. A lot of people never really seen a Carpet Chameleon before because they're not really too common in the pet trade yet. But hopefully we can get a female sooner or later and start breeding them, because that would be amazing. These guys are just amazing pets. Plant. And so he's just gonna chill out on this plant for a while we clean out his tank. I don't know how much I'm gonna videotape of me just taking everything out of this, because I gotta empty out the water, and it's gonna like be super finagly for me to get out. I don't really have my tripod. So you guys are just gonna see me with the snap of a finger. All right, we got all the vines and all of the other stuff out of it besides this one plant. And we have left this one plant in because there are a bunch of crickets up in that corner. And if I move this little plant right there, all the crickets are gonna escape and it would not be a good day for me. So we're just gonna leave it in. But now all we got to do is take out the water and the little mat that it's in, and then dump it into a little bucket, and then we'll be solid. And then just put in some dirt and transfer the soil from that crested gecko tank into there, because the crested gecko tank has a lot of springtails, which I'll show you in a minute. Great way to save money too is just having bioactive tanks and putting springtails in it. Dude, just transfer this little bit of soil into another tank and they're going to multiply. Lifesaver, money saver. You're welcome. All right, boys, hard part's done. Got the water out, cleaned out the bin. As you can see, I told you I was going to spill right there. Spilled a whole lot of water, and it was disgusting, and it smelled so bad. Disgusted. Completely disgusted. but I think this dude is almost ready to go back into his tank. There is dirt in the enclosure now. A lot of people will say that they don't recommend having dirt inside of their chameleon cage. I mean, for me personally, I'm going to go ahead and try it, and they don't recommend it because there's mold, and then they're super finicky when it comes to like respiratory infections, and they're just not the hardiest animals. So I'm taking a big leap of faith. So I just got to keep a tight eye on him and make sure that everything's moist down so that there's no dust flying in the air, so he doesn't get a respiratory infection, because that would not be good. So reduce the risk of having a whole bunch of dust. We're going to throw in some sphagnum moss so that we can keep very well hydrated, and the springtails up there will be able to help keep the mold away, because the springtails will eat the mold actually. So that's why springtails are a huge factor in having a bioactive substrate or terrarium. And usually you want to have some isopods, but we don't have any isopods right now, so we got to go to the store and get some, yada yada yada. All right, we got the dirt, the sphagnum moss, and we threw in some live oak leaves in there so that the springtails have something to chew on or whatever, eat, whatever. I don't even know. But now we're gonna go ahead and dump some water in the bottom of this so that everything gets all moistened, because as you can see, sphagnum moss is still dry. So we're gonna go ahead and dump some water in there, make sure everything's all moist, and then we will put all the plants back in, and then we will have our boy Marvin back in his tank. All right, water's in, and as you can see, solid. But yeah, it doesn't look pretty. We'll go ahead and add some springtails in right now, and then we'll get all the plants and everything back up and set in. Ladies and gentlemen, I am glad to tell you that we have finally finished setting up our Carpet Chameleons enclosure. It looks a lot better than it did before, I gotta say. It looks a lot more filled in, you know what I mean? But you can't even see the dirt, but it looks a lot better in my opinion. It's not gonna be filled with water like it was before. So, there's nothing else left for us to do but put Marvin back in his enclosure. So here's our little buddy right here. We're gonna go ahead and take him, even though he's angry. Alright, here he is. Now all we gotta do is put him back inside of his tank. And I'm sure he's going to be very excited to go back in. Just kidding, he's very angry at his enclosure right now. Oh, there he goes. I love this guy, dude. His colors are just phenomenal. Almost as good as a panther chameleon in my opinion. And that's what I was gonna get in the first place, is a panther chameleon, but the place I go to never gets panther chameleons, and I'm not about to pay overnight shipping for a panther chameleon. So we got ourselves a carpet chameleon instead, and I'm just as happy with him because he is absolutely pristine with that green and yellow, and he has a hint of like turquoise on him on his head when he gets like, I don't even know what mood he gets when he gets that, but he is just absolutely phenomenal. Like, look, dude, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, Wild Cardi here at the end of the video, and it is actually future Wild Cardi. Ain't that right, Ruger? We just sitting here chillaxing. But I will hope you guys subscribe, like, and comment on today's video, and comment what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. But that's going to wrap up today's video. I will go ahead and catch you guys on the flip side.